We have madness coming up this week, and Tuesday night we got a Big Ten showdown. As Brad Underwood in the fighting Illinois and the Illini head to Madison, Wisconsin to take on Greg Gard and the Wisconsin Badgers. Jalen, what's your assessment of Illinois so far this young college basketball season?
Well, just like UNC, just like Kansas, we're kind of a team figuring it out right now. Uh, Brad Underwood even said, like, some things he should do differently in the Northwestern game, but we're kind of just like a team that's feeling it, figuring it out, and it makes sense. I mean, we're a less talented team than a UConn or Kansas, so and we have less returning players. Kansas, KJ Adams, DeJuan Harris, Hunter Dickinson, all returning players
Mm.
from last year's team. Even UNC, Elliot Cadeau, Seth Trimble. I think they whole star lineup not started last year, but played for UNC last year. Um, yeah, we're just a team figuring it out, and we just have younger players than lots of other teams. I mean, Kasper Yakatunis, freshman. Will Riley, freshman, reclassified freshman. Then you got I can never know how to pronounce my center's name, but Tommy is what I call as
Mhm.
a what I like to call him. He his first year of college, he's labeled as a sophomore, even though he probably should be a freshman this year. Um, then you got also Morez Johnson, who's our backup big, another freshman. So we're still trying to figure things out.
Mm. I want to ask you something because I know you don't shy away from being critical of coaches, especially if they coach for your team.
I hate Brad Underwood.
I know. That's why the question I'm about to ask you is you're gonna have to be unbiased. Do you think that he is the guy to develop these freshmen and get the best out of them?
Um, Maybe he hasn't really done a crazy great job when it comes to developing players. I don't count Io. Like Io was just a player that was going to turn out good anyways.
Yeah.
Um, Trent Frazier, sure, but like Demonte Williams didn't really turn out to be too much. He turned out to be a solid player, but it's like Coleman Hawkins. I guess you can label him developing, but a guy like Kofi, I don't count that because Kofi was going to be what he was anyways. I don't count Terrence Shannon Jr. Terrence Shannon Jr. was already on draft board before he got to Illinois.
Mhm.
Um, you look at guys that transferred: Sky Clark, Sincere Harris, Amani Hansberry, um, who Alan Griffin, Andre Curbelo, Adam Miller. He hasn't really been able to develop too many players since like the transfer portal became popular, and that's really been since like 2021, 2020.
Damn.
Thank you for your honest assessment, my dog.
Great job.
Great job. KT, let's talk about Wisconsin real quick.
Super duper senior John Tonje.
Tonje, 41 versus Arizona
Dude.
back in November.
Dude.
What have you been saying lately, though?
Well, I think, of course, he's the heart and soul of this Badger team. And while I'm still high on Wisconsin, even after the loss to Michigan and Marquette, there are a few reasons to be concerned. Both games, they had first half leads. And defensively, they allowed second half explosions from their opponents. They allowed 92 points in their last two losses in the second half, cumulatively. I think Marquette scored 51 and Michigan scored 41 in the second half. And these were after really good first halves where they played pretty well defensively. I expect Coach Gard to make the proper adjustments and to right the ship. John Tonje averaging 22 points per game, shooting 42% from the arc, which is beautiful. And Forrest Stephen Crowl, he's one of my guys. Y'all know what I mean by one of my guys. He does all the dirty work, most of which will never show up on the stat sheet, but he's definitely an impact player.
For sure. Prediction time. Who wins and why, Jalen?
Illinois because I'm biased.
As you should be. Alrighty. I gotta break this down. I gotta put this on paper. Y'all know how I am. I'm a venting guy. Just hear me out. Okay. Illinois lost to Alabama. We saw them shut down Mark Sears before Grant Nelson went off for 23 points, 8 boards, 4 blocks. In the OT loss to Northwestern, we seen forward Nick Martinelli go off for 27 points, 6 boards, and 2 blocks. Well, I think Stephen Crowl, he's one of my guys. He's an amazing player, but he's only shooting 18% from three. He doesn't have what Grant and Martinelli have in their toolkit. But the player that I'm monitoring is Nolan Winter. If he's able to get going early, I think he could be the X factor in this game. If this game was in Champaign, I would pick Illinois, but this game is in Madison. Give me Wisconsin.
I'm talking about chef's kiss. Ratatouille would be proud.
Whoa. Hold on, KT. Where's our championship bias? We did beat them Big Ten championship.
You're right. You're right. You guys deserve championship bias. For me, this is a 50-50 game. And what scares me is the production that you guys are giving up from that power forward position with Grant Nelson able to go off, Nick Martinelli able to go off. Like I said, I'm not sure if Wisconsin has that guy, but I'm monitoring Nolan Winter. If he can get somewhere between 17 and 21 points, I think Wisconsin has a chance to win this game.
Give me Wisconsin and the Badgers, barely.
Ooh, Jalen Steeman, bro. Don't let them win because he coming in next week.
I wanted to pick Illinois, bro, but the way he talked about Brad Underwood,
I know that. Yeah, and not even like because it was one of those. It's completely 50-50. I was like, I think I'm leaning Illinois. And then I started really doing some research. I'm saying they give up a lot of points to that 4 position. So we'll see.
I mean, before the season started, Brad Underwood did say we couldn't stop a 7th grade offense.
He said in all fairness now.
The game versus Illinois and Wisconsin is on the 10th of December, 2024. Make sure you tap in, check it out. Make sure you check out dcbbnation.com for all your latest in the college basketball world.